projects that we like to focus on at this particular time are one, residential assisted living. That happens to be the number one performing asset class in terms of real estate in the country, simply because it does well during good times and bad. And then we like high volume new construction projects where we're building 24 houses at a time to 100 houses at a time. We like short-term rentals. They are doing well right now. People are moving from the inner city out into the suburbs. They like lakefront property, vacation rentals, or Airbnb, as you may know it. We like what we call high profit rentals. We own a few real estate franchises. We like to play the bank sometimes and own and finance notes. We certainly have lease purchase partnerships. All of these are strategies and particular projects that do well under the current market conditions, and that is what you always have to be. Need someone on your team to recognize and be able to surgically maneuver based on the current market conditions. So right now, these are the project types that we like. Here's a case study. Let's put some of this to work and see how it all comes together. This is a residential assisted living project. Now in Texas, you can have up to 16 residents in one home. Now this is a good size home. You like be a 4,000 plus square foot house in a really nice neighborhood. Now we like residential assisted living because residents prefer the home environment versus the big box apartment style assisted living facilities that are being built all over the city and all over the country. So we can easily snatch market share from those type of facilities. But in this particular project, we have 3 of our 4 participants member type participate. One, we have the real estate entrepreneur. They're the ones that put the project together in the first place. They have the execution intelligence to make the deal work and make sure everybody wins. We have the mortgage ready landlord. Remember, they bring the leveraging power to the table. They can step in a mortgage company and get a mortgage. Then we have a joint venture partner. They bring the buying power. They have the capital. So we match these two together and we can get the project done. So these are the 3 types of members that happen to be participating on this particular project. Now, let's look at how we put it together. In this example, we have a purchase price of $400,000 and the potential net cash flow is $12,000 per month. Now I said net cash flow, that's after expenses, take home. The reason the cash flow is so high on this particular type of project because you have a business, which is the assisted living, and you have the real estate, which is of course the house that they're residing in. And because of that, cash flow is much, much higher than a normal rental property. So in fact, the net cash flow on one property like this tends to be anywhere from $8,000 to $20,000 per month net. So in this case, it's $12,000. Now, step 1, the JV partners, who again bring the buying power to the table, they're going to loan money to the other member type, which is the mortgage ready landlord. In this case, the mortgage ready landlord, or MRL as we like to call them, they're putting 20% down. That's $80,000. So they're borrowing cash of $320,000 from the joint venture partners. Now, this may be one joint venture partner, or it may be 8 joint venture partners putting $40,000 apiece. We don't care as long as it gets to the table. So they're working together. Now, step 2, the mortgage ready landlord, who's already been pre-approved by Bank of America, Wells Fargo, JP Morgan, Chase, whoever, they're going to, once the property is bought, purchased, and funded by the JV partners, they're going to refinance now within 60 to 120 days. And then step 3, now the JV partners have been paid in full once that refinance happens. Now the JV partners have, for their participation in this, which was putting their capital in this case for 120 days, now they receive 10% of the net cash flow, which comes out to about $1,200 a month. But the most important point here, and we're focusing on the joint venture partner, is that they now have no money at risk at all, but yet they get cash flow in perpetuity. As long as this project is in service, they're going to get cash flow to the tune of 10% of the net profit. And when it's sold at some point, they'll get their proportionate share of the profits, which is 10%. So this is an example of how we work together in our ecosystem or within our mastermind group with these particular three particular member types. And as you can see, this is risk-free cash flow. That's one of the programs that was specifically designed for the JV partners, who again bring buying power to the table. So this is a perfect example of how we work together.